Good morning, everyone. Get ready to go out on my Lifan Lycan 250. Been a little bit since I rode this one. Been a few weeks. A little chilly this morning, about right at 50 degrees. But I'll take the chance, and I know it'll warm up a little bit later. Beautiful day. It was like in the upper 30s this morning, early this morning, but it finally warmed up a little bit. Where I'm gonna ride at, but I know it ain't gonna be riding fast. At least not till it warms up a little bit. Oh yeah, a little breezy. I know South Louisiana, we complain about 50-degree weather, but hey, we aren't used to this. So say what y'all want. Chilly. Let me close my shield. Don't want to get wind burn on my face. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not connecting, but I guess I'm using an old phone. The software might be a little outdated. I just haven't updated it. Use an old phone, so in case it accidentally falls off some kind of way, I'm not destroying my good phone. Love this bike. I said it's been a little while since I rode it. Probably been about 3 weeks. Been playing around my boat and missing out on some good fishing, you know, some good bike riding on the weekends. Of course, we've been having some rain over the weekends, last couple of weekends, so they kind of stopped me from even riding then too. But yeah, gorgeous this morning. I'd love to go on fishing this morning, but it's just a little too cold for me. A lot cold on that open water, especially right now. It's a little breezy. Put a little vent in my shield. Shield was starting to fog up. A couple weekends ago I was going to take the KPX out and accidentally unplugged the, I guess, the battery maintainer. The battery was completely dead. Hooked it up and it charged back up. Yeah, I was out a little early this morning. Had a load of scrap to bring to the scrap yard. Got it knocked out early. The early was 8 o'clock, but that was when they opened up first in line. I'll take the KPX out later, and of course the ST, I need to really run them. Keep them batteries good and charged. Got to exercise a little bit. Not too bad. The sun out, even though it's chilly, but it doesn't feel as bad. Of course, I got my insulated jacket on, and not insulated gloves though, but they're keeping my hands warm. It's not freezing cold or anything like that. That's where the ST comes in real nice and handy. Full windshield, kind of blocks all the wind. I just love the sound of this bike. Yeah, I'm taking some back roads here, you know, speed limit's about 45, 50. I ain't no hurry to go high speed and it's cold. That windshield factor kind of sets in. But I'm just taking a little short ride. We have more time for the other bikes. But again, I might end up going fishing this afternoon. Seems like it'll be nice, warm it up pretty nice. Only thing bad right now is it's duck hunting season and deer hunting, and most of the boat launches are loaded up with, you know, the hunters going out through there hunting leases and hunting camps. Really not a good weekend for fishing. Yeah, the moon ain't right, you know, the whole thing is just, you'll probably catch a few, but not a whole lot. Well, last weekend would have been a good weekend to go fishing, but I had other things to do. I did make a little small trip, late trip, but I couldn't really fish. Almost got stranded because the water leaves had, you know, with the wind blowing, the water leaves that blew in and was blocking off the bayous and canals. Love that V-twin sound. Yeah, 50 is usually my limit on ride. Anything below 50 I usually shy away from. But then again, the last winter with the ST, I actually rode in some 40-degree weather. Actually, one day I was in 30s, and you don't feel the wind. You know, when you put the windshield up, you get a little heat off the engine. Wasn't bad at all. Started a new job about 2 months ago. Well, not quite, almost 2 months ago. It's about an hour drive to New Orleans. I'd love to ride one of my bikes to work, but the only problem I have with that is when you get to New Orleans, the traffic is horrible. Not a place you want to be driving a bike. People just cutting you off. You know, I feel unsafe riding in my truck, much less be riding on a motorcycle. I did find a route that wasn't quite as bad. I may attempt it. But actually, my new job, I only have to go in once a week to New Orleans. So at first I was going like 3 days a week. And next week I don't have to go at all because of Thanksgiving. I've seen a couple of bikes this morning riding. Probably this afternoon you'll see a lot more. It warms up a little bit. But actually it's not bad right now. I find it strange there's nobody at this boat launch. I'm not sure what's going on with this. Might be because the lock is closed. When the water gets up high in intracoastal, they'll close the lock off so that any salt water doesn't come back into the fresh water. This is where our drinking water comes from out of this bayou. Oh my gosh, that was a bump or a hole. A bump. There are a lot of guys on the forum talking about winterizing their motorcycles and outboard motors, and like, winterize, what's that? It don't get that cold here. Well, I mean, we'll have January, February might have some freezing temperatures, but they're short periods. Actually, you know, right now is usually our best time to really go riding because it's pretty dry. It's not hot like middle of summertime. But yeah, I mean, I heard that the the Lifan PT 400 is going to finally make it to the US in the spring of 2025. How many years have been talking about this motorcycle? EPA keeps, finding issues. So even Lifan announced that it will be here. And sure enough, I checked with General Motorsports. They're actually, I think they actually want to get ready to put them on the boat. They got their orders in and waiting to get them in the early spring. It's a good rideable bike. This is a great bike for doing this type of riding bike here. Just hitting the back roads plenty fast enough. You can get out on the interstate, but you'd pretty much be running almost wide open throttle the whole time. But it can be done. If you're playing that kind of riding, it's best to buy something that is made for higher speeds. But you want to use a bike for a commuter, local, and this bike is perfect. Real light on fuel. It's got enough weight where it's a comfortable ride. The bike's more designed for the 55 to 65 mile per hour speeds. Like I said, it can get up to like 72, 74. And now I take on the interstate and rode it for a good, good bit to the 70. Well, I better get some use out of my little ATV. I've been using it to pull my trailer around the yard. Used to move my boat around, so when I go fishing, I tell you what, in the past couple of months, it's been used about every weekend. Hoping my battery was charged up on my GoPro. I charged it up the other day. I didn't even bother to check and see if it was fully charged. Might die out on me halfway through this. Maybe dead already. Don't know. kind of excited about the KPT 400. I've been wanting that bike for a while. Not sure what the price point is going to be on it yet. But it still has to be way less than anything that's on the market in the US right now. They got some potholes in this road. I don't know where they all come from. Might be from the cane trucks, sugar cane trucks driving on this road. I think most of the sugar cane harvest is over with. Some trucks can tear up the roads. All the weight. Gotta love this fuel injection on these bikes. This and the KPX. I mean, so I basically crank this thing up and it don't really have to warm it up to get going. Moved my ATV this morning though. It cranked right up. But you had to let it warm up so I could go anywhere. It would kind of sputter out a little bit because the choke was still on. But it's carbureted. Forgot what that was like. Even my ST, you know, is this fuel injected? Can't get up how beautiful it is today. Last weekend it was a little nasty. Hell, the weekend before was a little nasty with the rain. I bought a new outboard motor. Of course it's going to rain, but I still went and run it between rain showers and whatever. And my little Evader, I need to start looking for another battery. It came with lead acid batteries, and I think a few of those actually took a dirt nap. There's like 6 batteries in it, 12-volt batteries. It'll show full charge, and then the minute you give it a little acceleration, you can just watch the power drop off. I hadn't pulled it apart yet. It may be just a corroded connection, I don't know. But been wanting to get lithium batteries for it. So I guess, you know, to upgrade it, and I guess I'll be doing that. And the problem is I hadn't get much chance to really ride it. I could hit like I wanted to. Mainly got it for when you go camping or, you know, or riding in the neighborhood. But we hadn't been doing much camping. So the one day I decided, hey, I'm going to take out and go ride it. The battery's dead. Even after charging it overnight, like I said, it was still full charge. It gave just a little too much throttle. It just didn't have the amps, I guess. Or it showed, you know, 84 volts. The volts would drop off as soon as you gave it a little throttle. Otherwise, little bike handles, very flickable. It ain't too bad riding right now. It's cruising along at 50. Probably a 35 mile speed zone. But as you can see, nobody on this road. Very little traffic. That's why I like riding out this way. Out in the country. Old phone zombies. Like in the city. You know who you are, you phone zombies. Get off your phones. Got winter time, everything's still green around here. That winter don't really hit but maybe the end of December. We're more like fall right now. Usually January and February are really cold months. Next week, Thanksgiving week, we'll probably be up into the 80s. Be wearing shorts to Thanksgiving dinner. time is it anyhow? 10 o'clock? They say this Lycan is very light on fuel. Ain't much tank. Looks like it's still almost showing full. I think it's down one little tick on the gauge. And I rode it, you know, like I said, a few weeks back. I think quite a few trips of this thing before I got to put fuel in it. And KPX the same way, very light on fuel. SD is decent. You might get 40 to 45 miles per gallon average. This thing here, I hadn't really checked it, but I guarantee it's close to 90 or 100 miles per gallon. I can't remember the last time I filled it up. That speed limit is 35 right here, and I'm doing 50. I'm just starting to feel the cold getting through my gloves over here. And these aren't my insulated gloves. And I also got a pair of heated gloves for when it's really cold. Those things are nice. Cut grass. I need to cut my grass. Usually it stops growing by now, but the rain we had a few weeks back, last few weekends, really made it grow. But before that, it was a while before I had to cut it. The rain started and started growing like crazy. my little loop. It is really broke in now. It's got a whole lot more power now. And before it was broke in, it just seemed a little weak on the top end. The engine is still kind of tight. Man, now it's like it's got some get up and go. By getting a little backrest. They got one for the driver's seat. I got a backrest for the rear passenger. But so on AliExpress they do have one for the front seat. Thinking about getting one of those. And just kind of laying back on them. Between having a windshield and not having one, you do feel that pressure finally, you know, constantly pushing on your chest. You know, you've got to kind of hold yourself up, kind of working your arms a little bit. The ST, I can just, I think I don't even feel that wind when I got the windshield up. You're just comfortable riding for long rides. Somebody's cooking something good. I can smell it. That's some good coon ass cooking. Wow. I'm gonna go find where that house is at. That smelled good. People got Christmas decorations out already. Thanksgiving hasn't even gotten here yet. Thing geared pretty good. I'm cruising along 60 right now. I'm turning about 50, 400, something like that. fishing. I'll maybe hook up my boat later on. Like right after I get home. Definitely feeling more comfortable fly fishing. But I know how cold it gets out in that water. The boat don't have a windshield. Thought about putting a console in it, hook up steering and a remote to the boat. This bike just handles curves so great. Nice and smooth. Right on over. Probably got a low center of gravity. Got the cane fields already plowed up, headed for next year's crop. Yeah, I know you can see it in the camera, there's a lot of dirt in the road. Kind of road, it gets dangerous. You get a little light rain, it becomes slick like ice. bikes riding. The guy's doing. Cane harvesters, farmers are taking the weekend off. It's probably because of the hunting season, everybody going hunting, and they, you know, pretty much got all that crop cut. Excuse me. Yeah, the cold's just starting to a little wear on my hands here. Starting to feel it cold. Getting outside the road and miss all these bumps I know are up here. Been there forever. So what? I'm on the wrong side of the road. Now y'all feel better? Let's dodge the potholes. I know they'd order me a throttle lock with this bike. Need to get one. It's nice because you can rest, you know, if you want, you can rest your throttle hand. You can actually relax your grip too. Yep, time to pick up my summer jacket. I don't need no mesh jacket right now. Sure. race cars pass. Get some feeling back in my hand. It was a little chilly. Fingers were getting a little numb from the cold. Well, it's that motor rumble. Love it sound. We got some cane trucks run today. Christmas trees are here. Hunters coming back from their hunting trips. Might go fishing this afternoon. A lot of people will be back from their hunting and won't have as many vehicles in the parking lot to launch. During hunting season, you gotta want to parking way down the road. There's so many people there. I'm about to be taking off on Thanksgiving vacation. Camper hooked up. Yeah, I've been a bachelor all this week. Wife and daughter have been out on a cruise. They come back tomorrow morning. My fingertips are definitely cold. The trooper got somebody pulled over, speeding probably. The speed limit on this road is only 35. People will drive 45, 50 on here. I don't know, I catch myself doing it sometimes. Like right now. Man, it should be at least 40 to 45 here. So hopefully I'm not talking to myself right now. My battery's been dead for the past however long. Gas station going up. God, the sniffles, man, like it was a little chilly. warm my fingers up. I should have worn my insulated gloves. This is a very good bike for a beginner for sure. Bike is plenty light, handles really well. Not overpowered where you're not going to get yourself in trouble. My neighbor's back from fishing. If he caught anything. Yeah, he just finished fixing his boat up. He went fishing this morning. Mine's sitting there waiting to go fishing.